Welcome to our four-part training series on Senate Bill 152, Foreign Funding Restrictions of Ballot Measures. This video will cover key definitions, important distinctions about enforcement, and how it applies to different committees. Subsequent videos will cover specific topics about SB 152. Keep in mind, we cannot provide you with legal advice. This tutorial series will summarize the provisions of SB 152 and their impact on your committee. Wherever possible, we have included statute citations in the blue bar at the bottom of the screen for you to reference if you need more information. The sections that were added to state law include a definition of committee that differs from the rest of Chapter 130. This bill primarily impacts continuing committees, also known as PACs, campaign committees, and political party committees. When we refer to committees in this presentation, these are the committees we are talking about. There are specific provisions that also impact candidate committees and non-committees. Those sections will be pointed out specifically. This bill contains several provisions that aim to minimize the financial impact of foreign nationals on elections related to ballot measures in Missouri. These provisions include restrictions on the types of contributions that committees can receive. Committees will now need to collect affirmations from contributors for their record keeping. These affirmations will ensure committees can complete new attestation requirements in their campaign finance reports. There is also a new reporting requirement for committees that make expenditures to support or oppose ballot measures. The definition of foreign national, currently on the screen, is the exact definition that can be found in the law. A foreign national is defined as an individual who is not a citizen or lawful permanent resident of the U.S., a government or subdivision of a foreign country or municipality thereof. A foreign political party, any entity that is organized under the laws of or has its principal place of business in a foreign country. An entity organized pursuant to the laws of the United States or any state thereof that is wholly or majority owned by a person described above unless any contribution or expenditure it makes derives from funds generated by the entity's U.S. operations, and all decisions concerning the contribution or expenditure are made by U.S. citizens or lawful permanent residents, except setting overall budget amounts. This definition is important because committees can no longer accept contributions from foreign nationals, and in some cases cannot accept contributions from contributors who have received money over certain thresholds from foreign nationals. The definition of prohibited sources, currently on screen, is the exact definition that can be found in the law. Prohibited sources are contributions from, or expenditures by, a foreign national made with the intent to use such funds to influence an election on a ballot measure. Every prohibited source is a foreign national, but not every foreign national is a prohibited source. In order for a foreign national to be considered a prohibited source, they need the intent to influence an election on a ballot measure. This definition is important because committees can no longer accept contributions from prohibited sources and cannot accept any contributions from contributors who have received money over certain thresholds from prohibited sources. We will discuss these contribution restrictions later in the presentation. We are responsible for the implementation of SB 152 because it involves our reporting systems, and we serve as a touch point for committees regarding campaign finance restrictions. However, the Missouri Ethics Commission does not have the authority to investigate potential violations of SB 152. The bill grants the Attorney General's Office the authority to investigate and enforce the provisions of SB 152. If you have questions about the enforcement of this law, you must contact the Attorney General's Office. You can also read more about the enforcement process in the statutory citation in the bottom left corner of the screen. Be sure to mark your calendars. Senate Bill 152 will take effect on August 28, 2025.